At Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Here to come in 175 here to come in 175 2. I 200 down got it here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we've been successfully selling the country since 1965. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Give us a call or visit us online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
Welcome to Somerset Christian School, the Cougar Den, where we're bringing you game 2 of our Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. And Robert, I'm Michael Gregg alongside Robert Reed, Pat Harris on the switchboard, and Jeremiah Jones on the camera work. Robert, we've got a dandy of a 48th district matchup here, a rubber match between the Battle of 914, as my colleague Josh McKinney would call it. Somerset Christian School this time going to host against the Southwestern Warriors. And the last time these two teams played, 61-56, 5 points separated them. That game was, you were on the call, that game was close. I'm not sure the score, even being a 5-point spread, describes how close it was.
No.
These are two really good teams. This 48th district is as tight as a drum, and there's still a lot to be decided. This game means a lot to both teams.
It means a lot to both teams, and I think the only thing that I can complain about, and it's not even a complaint because we hope the young man heals up well. We look out here and we see Omari Harvey out here in street clothes. We learned that he sustained a little bit of an injury in the McCrary County game. We hope that young man heals up well. But that doesn't mean that Somerset Christian doesn't go at least to that 6-man deep, and we're going to have to try to find a dig deep to replace Harvey in this basketball game. But watching Somerset Christian warm up, they have plenty of athleticism to go around to try to match up tonight against Southwestern's basketball team.
Yeah, they really do. They are Somerset Christian School has grown.
It has.
And Coach Al Gover has got a team that's a legitimate 48th district challenger. Certainly you get out of the district and get yourself into that region, anything can happen in the 12th region. Although I do want to say the 12th region belongs to John Fraley until someone proves otherwise.
Right.
However, this is a 48th district affair. That's across town. We won't talk about that. But this one should be a great contest, full of a lot of defensive tenacity, full of a lot of three-point shooters, and just athletes on both sides of the coin.
I've got to watch this Somerset Christian team quite a few times, but there's nobody that I have seen within the entire district that can absolutely light it up like Jack Baker is. He's a junior that plays here. I think he wears number 12.
Yes, sir.
Young man wears a high sock, low sock combination. We pointed that out last time whenever we got to call a game over here a couple weeks ago with Josh McKinney. Josh was like, man, I didn't notice it, and now I can't unsee it. But the young man not only sets a little bit of a precedent when it comes out here, when he puts on the style show, but the young man can back it up.
Oh, and in addition to that, I mean, you're 1,000% correct. He is in I saw a stat, I don't have it in front of me, but in the top 5 in the state as far as three-pointers made per game, sitting at right at 3.7, almost 4 three-pointers made per game. And then I think more impressively than that, so his volume is there. More impressively than that, shooting 50% from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. That's unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
For any age, especially a junior in high school. We're getting ready to step away for a few minutes. We'll come right back. You are watching the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week on Lake Cumberland Sports.
As parents, I feel like it's important that we teach our kids about financials, about budgeting, and about savings. We offer an e-student checking account and a GPA savings account. I immediately opened up both for my daughter. She has a debit card, which I am able to turn on and off with our mobile app because I'm also on the account. She has become more mindful of her spending, which is something that we want to teach her, is to be a mindful spender and to save as much as she can.
It's a great time to get your new F-150 at Alton Blakely Ford. The Ford F-150 redefines working remotely. There's a desk inside the cab, a tailgate work surface out back, and available Pro Power onboard to plug in what you need. Tough this smart can only be called F-150. And right now, get a no-charge leather package upgrade on every purchase of an F-150 XLT at Alton Blakely Ford.
Out here in the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now, it's time to move forward. And with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more. In less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
Be sure to watch our next Wings and Rings video game of the week on Lake Cumberland Sports. Check out our website, lakecumberlandsports.com, for a full Wings and Rings broadcast schedule. We created your way, always fresh and never frozen burgers. And Mike, we were talking before the last game. Looks like our next video game broadcast will be the PC Somerset game on the 7th of February.
It's always an interesting matchup when those two get together. First match, I got to call that. That was a fun one. Tonight, these two teams, Robert, Southwestern comes in on the season 8-9, 6-2 in region play, 3-1 in the district. I'll say that to say this: Southwestern in the driver's seat. If they control their own destiny, if they can take care of business, they put themselves in the one position going into the 40th district. Somerset Christian School, 13-8, 5-5 in region 12, and 2-2 in district play. Somerset Christian able to get the win tonight. It ties these two teams in district play in a district that is so tight. We'll get into it maybe later on in the broadcast. I'm going to go into some projected starting lineups because I do not have the official book. These starting lineups are sponsored by CV Hansford Realtor. Starting lineups for Southwestern: number 1, Zach Hutchinson, a junior, averages 16.1 points a game, 5.2 rebounds a game. Wyatt Stevenson, another junior, 10.8 points, 4.3 rebounds a game. Whereas number 3, Antoine Dumford, a senior, 13.8 points and 6.4 rebounds a game. Whereas number 5, Jarrett Simpson, another junior, 11 points a game, 7 rebounds a game. Whereas number 24, and I anticipate number 32, Caden Campbell, sophomore, 5 points a game, 3 rebounds a game. For the Somerset Christian School Cougars, as Robert Reed mentioned, Omari Harvey in street clothes, and just from the sheer entertainment value, I'm sad about that because I wanted these teams to hit each other at full strength. But Omari Harvey not going to go tonight. Not so sure who's going to pick up that spot in the lineup.
So last time, and I don't mean to cut you off, it'd be number 3, and
Nolan Mattingly.
Nolan Mattingly did some time last time that we were here, giving a little bit of a breather to Omari Harvey, so that may be the go-to, but as of right now, I'm not 100% sure.
So we'll assume Elijah Brummett, the senior, wears number 2, 9 points a game, 2.5 rebounds a game. Nolan Mattingly wears number 3, the senior, 2.4 points a game. Brayley Adderley, number 10, a senior, 14.1 points a game, 6.5 rebounds a game, super athletic senior. Jack Baker, a junior, wears number 12, 16 points a game, 2.5 rebounds a game, shoots the lights out from outside. And Isaiah Hensley, another junior, averaging 15 points a game, 4.3 rebounds a game. Isaiah Hensley, a high-energy player, will get after you defensively. I really like his game as well. One of my favorite players in the 12th is Kendall Phillips from Wayne County. He gets after it both sides of the floor.
He really did. I got to watch him about a week or so ago.
Isaiah Hensley, not as tall as Kendall Phillips, but plays a similar game. Really impressed with his game.
I guess we're getting ready to go into either another round of prayer or another national anthem at this point. Dr. Jesse Pace and Dr. Patrick Jenkins of Lake Cumberland Orthopedics, sports medicine for athletes of all levels. From the weekend warrior to the professional, at Lake Cumberland Orthopedics, our goal is to get each patient back to the highest level of physical activity possible. We are proud to support local athletes. Serving as team physician for Lindsey Wilson College, Southwestern, Somerset, Pulaski, Wayne County High Schools, and other athletes throughout the Lake Cumberland region.
As parents, I feel like it's important that we teach our kids about financials, about budgeting, and about savings. We offer an e-student checking account and a GPA savings account. I immediately opened up both for my daughter. She has a debit card, which I am able to turn on and off with our mobile app because I'm also on the account. She has become more mindful of her spending, which is something that we want to teach her, is to be a mindful spender and to save as much as she can.
It's a great time to get your new F-150 at Alton Blakely Ford. The Ford F-150 redefines working remotely. There's a desk inside the cab, a tailgate work surface out back, and available Pro Power onboard to plug in what you need. Tough this smart can only be called F-150. And right now, get a no-charge leather package upgrade on every purchase of an F-150 XLT at Alton Blakely Ford.
In the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now it's time to move forward, and with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more. In less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
We are back here at the Cougar Den of Somerset Christian School. We are announcing the starting lineups. First for the Warriors, I'll go over that. Zach Hutchinson, number 1. Wyatt Stevenson, number 3. Antoine Dumford, number 5. Aiden Webb, the sophomore, number 20. And Jared Simpson, number 24. And then for the Cougars, we mentioned this on before we took the break. Elijah Brummett. Nolan Mattingly, the senior, is going to take that starting spot that Omari Harvey would be taking. Rayleigh Adderley, a senior here, and you can tell they're fired up here in the Cougar Den. Number 12, Jack Baker. Isaiah Hensley rounding out the starting lineup. Robert, in this age of high school basketball, the players get some individualism and they wear their own shoes and the different styles. It's always interesting to me to see what you got. We mentioned Jack Baker leading. He's like got a Willy Wonka golden ticket type shoe. And it's
a pretty impressive, stands out, does it not?
It's like the golden ticket. Does Jack Baker have the golden ticket tonight?
We shall see, right?
Dunford and Adderley going to go tip it off to highly athletic seniors for the respective squads, and we're moments away from getting this one underway. Let's do it. Tip controlled by Simpson from Southwestern off to Dunford. Dunford going to challenge, miss, rebound to Simpson. Simpson gets tied up. Jump ball. Going to go back to the Cougars. And Somerset Christian going to see what's going to happen here. Full court press by Southwestern. Off to Adderley. Over to Mattingly. Mattingly's going to bring it up, and Hutchinson not going to press him too much. Hensley beat up by Zach Hutchinson. Man-to-man defense here early. Jack Baker's going to be defense by Wyatt Stevenson. Aiden Webb going to pick up the errant pass, turnover to the Cougars. Webb off to Hutchinson. Hutchinson feeds the post to Simpson. Simpson spins, turns, fires off Adderley and his athleticism with the rebound. And Mattingly is going to bring it up to the floor. This one's going to get fun, folks. Mattingly hesitates, gets Hutchinson off his feet. Hensley beat up by Dunford. Hensley going to challenge Dunford. Hensley to Baker. Baker from 3.
Got it. You just can't give that young man any amount of daylight because he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, Jack Baker shoots 50% from behind the arc. 1 for 1 on the evening. 3-0 on the Randall D. Turpin scoreboard in favor of the Cougars. Simpson says, let me work. Back to Webb. Webb fires from behind the arc. Good. 3-point match by the young sophomore, Aiden Webb. Webb just averages 2.5 points a game, so he's already at his average early in this one. Mattingly shows, shoots, and off. Stevenson with the rebound, going to push things to Webb. Webb's going to challenge and take it in, going to pick up a foul.
Looks like he's staring at number 3, Mattingly. He's going to pick up his team first.
Somerset Christian, if they have an Achilles, it's depth.
It really is going to be. It's going to be a challenge with Harvey on the bench.
Hayden Webb at the charity stripe. First one up, bottom. Webb with 4 points early in this one. Webb puts another ball handler on the floor to help press 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. All 5 belong to number 28 and Webb. Hensley with the ball back to Adderley. Mattingly. Hensley. And pressure. Going to turn over the Cougars. We're going to slow it up just a bit. Back to Webb. Jaron Dunbar, a 4th season at Southwestern, barking the call. Simpson looking in the post and turns the ball over. Jack Baker hesitates and off. Crowd wanted a foul call, didn't get it. Webb pushes the tempo and big step, nice layup. And Aiden Webb, first 7 points of the game belongs to the young sophomore. Hensley's going to push things and get the roll.
That little scoop shot just got the lucky roll.
Young man's
going to
athletic.
count. Yes, he is.
Webb over to Stevenson. Dumford looks to the post. Jarrett Simpson wants the ball. Gives the ball to the big man. He has nice moves in the post. He shows. Over to Webb. Webb with the shot. No good. Mattingly with the rebound. Mattingly's going to push the things to Hensley. Hensley's got some speed and lays it in. 7 all. We got a tie ball game on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Hutchinson spins and shoots and misses.
Not sure who they're going to get the reach foul. I can't tell if it's going to be a number 2.
White 12. That's Jack Baker with his first. Team second. Hutchinson waits his charity stripe attempt. First good. Zach Hutchinson averaging 16 points on the season. Very multi-talented junior. Can score from anywhere on the floor. Webb with the offensive rebound and the putback and going to get fouled.
It's the right call. Hensley doesn't like it, but he was reaching over the back, so they're going to pick him up for a quick one.
Webb showing a lot of energy, showing why Coach Dunbar gave him a starting nod, quite frankly. First free throw attempt good. He's a perfect 3 for 3 on the evening. Southwestern leads 9-7 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Aiden Webb. Good. Perfect 4 out of 4. And they beat the press with the pass.
Oh!
Adderley with the flush.
That's what you got to have. You got to keep the crowd into this game. If Somerset Christian is really going to have a chance, being a little bit short-handed, they're going to need the 6th man to be the crowd tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely. We talked about the athleticism of Adderley on the lead-in, and that left-handed shot from Simpson, no good. Adderley to Brummett. Brummett with the basket. The Cougars lead 11-10 early in this one. Stevenson feeds the post to Simpson. Simpson goes to work. Simpson off the glass and no good. Hutchinson with the rebound, no good. And Adderley says, I'm going to throw this out of bounds and let's reset the D.
Probably a smart play. Tipped it over to the basketball goal. Lets the defense reset.
Webb into Dumford. And there's a walk.
Shuffled his feet.
Turnover. Southwestern are second on the evening. Both teams have 2 turnovers early in this one. Jack Baker going to bring this one up with those Willy Wonka golden ticket shoes. And Stevenson harassing him. Mattingly drives and scoots. And never gets the shot up, but got fouled with the body.
That's probably how you're going to have to take advantage of the size advantage that the young man's got. Number one, Zach Hutchinson's probably got, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches on the young man. If you're going to take it to him, that's how you're going to have to get it. Just have to body him up.
Yeah, I think you want to get your opponent in foul trouble if you can. Mattingly, first attempt, no good. First 2 attempts from the line for the Cougars. Southwestern already have shot 6, or 5 out of 6 are the Warriors. Mattingly misses the second, so 0 for 2. Webb's going to push things, and he's going to penetrate and run right into Mattingly, and they're going to call a foul on Mattingly. Coach Al Gover doesn't like it. He said he's got his hands up and asking for an explanation. And
sounds like the crowd's not really digging that call either.
No consensus on it. Webb gets the inbound from Dunford. Over to Hutchinson. Jack Baker on the defense for Dunford with the screen. Hutchinson with the free throw line jumper short. Dunford with the rebound and put back good.
Slight head fake. Yeah, slight head fake by Dunford. Just got Adderley in the air. Once he recognized that, set himself up for an easy 2.
Mattingly off to Hensley. Jim not nearly as loud as it's going to get. Hensley off to Mattingly. Zach Hutchins going to pick up his second foul. And Coach Dunbar not going to be happy with that. So 2 on Hutchinson, 2 on Southwestern, and Adam Markham off the bench. Adam Markham wearing number 15. He's a junior, averages 6 points a game. He's a 3-point specialist for the Warriors. Mattingly is going to bring it across half-court line. Elijah Brummett trying to get free. Baker trying to get free. And Coach Al Gover going to call a timeout, a Ron Shaw Realty timeout on Lake Como Sports. Southwestern leads this one 12-11, 2:45 remaining in quarter number 1 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services have made their mission to be the trusted leader in promoting mental health in Kentucky for the last 25 years. We personalize your services to meet your needs, whether it be in the office, over the phone, or on your computer. Call Entrust at 606-676-0638 to get service started today from anywhere in Kentucky. You can always visit their Facebook page at Entrust Healthcare Counseling Service. Learn more about how they can help you or your family today, and Entrust Your Mental Health Matters. A big thank you to Don Franklin Somerset Family Dealerships Kentucky for being the official photography sponsor of Lake Cumberland Sports. At Don Franklin, they work daily to provide their customers the best possible experience, so you can visit any one of their 5 Somerset locations or go on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset Family Dealerships, where they treat you like family.
Back out of the timeout. Same players on the floor that left at the beginning of the timeout. Mattingly with the ball. He's being defended by Markham. Baker's got a shot, and it's good.
Goodness.
If you can, with his second 3,
square up on a curl like that, you are a dangerous weapon.
And he has 2 for 2 from behind the arc. Simpson in the post with 2. 14-14 tie ball game. This is going to be a good one. Mattingly, Brummett over to Hensley, to Baker to Adderley. Adderley trying to get the ball to Baker, and Stevenson trying to keep that from happening. Mattingly to Baker. Baker looking for a wrinkle. Mattingly going to pull the trigger.
Good. Somebody was calling for it in the crowd, and he just gave him the look.
Somerset Christian with 3 3-point baskets already here in the first quarter. They are feeling it tonight. Webb setting the offense over to Simpson. Dunford trying to post up. Dunford wanting the ball, getting the ball. Dunford going to work. Kind of may have got away with the walk. Webb with the shot. Misses. And rebounds his own miss. And goes up and
get the basket.
Gets the basket.
Looks like that's going to be on Hensley, and that's something that you can't afford. Hensley picks up his second.
Well, they said it's on number 2, Elijah Brummett. That's his first. That helps a little bit.
Yes, it does.
And Aiden Webb with another basket. He's had a fast start. He's trying to convert the three-point opportunity here, the and one. Aiden Webb coming on like game busters here in this one. First shot is good and does convert the three-point play. Tied at 17. We got our first substitute for Somerset Christian. Number 11, Gavin Lewis checking in. And for Southwestern, Jonas Gallagher, multi-sport athlete for the blue and orange. Crowd starting to get in this one, Robert. Got a feeling it's going to happen like that all night long.
I think so, too.
Going to be a good one. Brummett over to Baker. And Baker going to get harassed all night. Hensley. And Adderley. Adderley penetrates back to Lewis. Lewis looks for Hensley, Hensley short. Gets his own rebound. Hensley fakes, drives, stops. And Lewis with
almost
Aiden
rebound.
Webb with the rebound up to Markham. Markham's going to hesitate and drive and go and miss.
Around the world on that one.
Hensley gets a rebound. Hensley stops and let's try to set some offense. Watches the clock. Dover may be telling him to let's hold it for one. Dunford is giving him some. Now he's starting to count. Hensley penetrates. Off to Brummett. Brummett stops, pops, and good. 19-17, Cougars lead. Dunford across the half-court stripe. Crosses over, tries to penetrate, off glass, no good. Brummett with the rebound, and that's how it's going to end in the first quarter. Cougars lead 19-17 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
At Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different reading services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Here to come in 175-100, here to come in 175-2. I 200 down, down again, here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we've been successfully selling the country since 1965. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Give us a call or visit us online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
Quarter number 2, Somerset Christian School Cougars lead the Southwestern Warriors 19-17 in what was a very competitive quarter number 1. We felt like that was going to be the case coming in. It's going to be a war. If you're just joining us, Omari Harvey not able to go for the Cougars. Cougars don't care. They're giving their best effort, and they're looking sharp here early in this one. 3 made threes already. And Jack Baker 2 for 2, shooting 50% from behind the arc on the season. He's adding to that.
Right. And he's shooting 100% to start the game.
Yes, he is. Webb, who's off to a hot start, 12 points already in the first quarter for Aiden Webb. Off to Stevenson, into Dunford. Dunford off glass and good for his 4th point on the evening. Ties the ball game up at 19.
Dunford, just another one of those players out there on the court that's just got athleticism to burn.
And Hensley tried to hit that ball off of Webb and missed him. And that ball's going to go to Southwestern. Yeah, you're right. I mean, certainly between Dunford and Adderley, you had a lot of vertical between the two of them.
You're right.
Be a good competition with Aiden Webb going to bring it up slow. No pressure from the Cougars at the moment. Stevenson to Caden Campbell now in the game. to Dunford. Back to Aiden Webb. Aiden Webb layup. He adds to his total.
That's his 14th point. We were talking right out of the break. He had 12 in the first quarter.
Averaging 2.5 on the season. Building on that, certainly. Isaiah Hensley trying to set something up. Screen on Dunford. Back to Adderley. Adderley trying to find the sharpshooter Baker, and Stevenson doing his best shadow impersonation. Hensley setting, he's calling 2. Everybody knows what that is except for us. Hensley over to Adderley. Adderley to Baker. Baker has an edge. Shake, and Baker is good.
Oh, my gosh, man. Where's the NBA call? He's on fire.
Yeah, this NBA Jam. NBA Jam, a smoke coming off that ball, a fire coming off the ball. The golden ticket shoes, I like it. Stevenson with the penetration, off the glass, no good. Lewis, Jack Baker going to get the credit for that rebound. Baker pushes tempo, off to Brummett.
Oh, my goodness.
25-21 advantage Cougars. And the Cougars locked the long distance. They paid their phone bill. And Dunford penetrates off to Campbell. Deflected by Adderley off to Brummett. Brummett's going to slow things down, and Webb is going to harass him. And ball's going to stay with the Cougars. And the Cougars got a little momentum right here, Robert.
Again, we talked about that just a little while ago. Once you let this crowd get into it.
Baker with the inbounds, going to go to Brummett. Webb playing defense on Elijah Brummett. Hensley over to Jack Baker. Baker with the
my
shot.
Goodness. Good.
And nothing but that. And Dunford with the drive and the miss, and that may be on Adderley. Yeah, that's going to be on Brayley Adderley.
Is that his first?
His first, team first in the quarter.
That's probably trying to establish a little dominance down low. You didn't want to give Antoine Dunford anything easy.
Well, and if you're Southwestern, you want to get fouls on Somerset Christian because you know that their bench is limited. Somerset Christian, I mean, just shooting a three-point shot, I mean, at a torrid pace. Jack Baker already with 4, perfect 4 from 4. It's just impressive. And what's more impressive is, you know, the scouting report said Baker likes to shoot threes. We mentioned all the top shooters averaging right at 4 a game. Already got that. We still got 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Dunford hits the second. Southwestern now trails by 6, 28-22. And Brummett hesitates and blows by Webb. Gets him on his hip. And going to pick up the foul from Aiden Webb.
Just don't think Aiden Webb much cared for that call.
Well, I said earlier, players never like the call against them. I mean, I've never seen them agree ever, I don't think.
You never seen one of them go, good job, ref. Just,
thank you. You're right. You got me. Brummett with the shot from the charity stripe. Good. And the second one from Brummett is also good. Cougars lead 30-22. Al Gover coaching his troops. Got to be pleased with the performance early. Webb with the shot behind the arc and rolls in and out. Brummett with the rebound, and Webb
going to get settled with his second.
A silly foul.
Yeah.
90 feet away from the basket, and that's one Coach Dunbar would like to have back, but it is what it is. You play on. 2 on Webb after the hot start he's had. Brummett drives right to the basket and gets called for the travel.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a stutter step. He didn't like the call. Fans in the stands don't like the call, but it was right.
Aiden Webb's going to slowly bring it across the half-court stripe where Jack Baker awaits. Jonas Gallagher to Dunford. Dunford, short jumper is short, off to Simpson.
Oh, nice block.
Adderley with the block. Caden Campbell with the rebound and misses. And Adderley with another board. Brummett pushing tempo. And they're going to get a foul on Gallagher. And that's his first, team third in the quarter. You're going to have Cade Hudson, the sophomore, checking in for Aiden Webb. And I think what you've got is the speed of Somerset Christian School. Southwestern having to put somebody that can keep up with Elijah Brummett. Hensley probably got fouled. And fouled again. And is able to do an and one right there. So that foul. Hensley picks up another hoop. And the harm. Foul's going to be on Caden Campbell. His first, team's fourth. And Hensley at the charity stripe. Good. This team can shoot free throws. 33-22, Cougars lead on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Over to Hudson, to Gallagher, to Simpson. Simpson squares and looks back to Gallagher. Hudson and Caden Campbell into Dumford. Not the best pass and probably got lucky on the foul. And I think that was on Lewis. I'm waiting to see the scoreboard because I'm looking behind the official's fingers. That's hard to see.
Still haven't.
No, 23. That's on Hensley.
His second.
That's the second foul. It's not good if you're Coach Gover. Hensley. Somerset Christian not liking the call, but Southwestern retaining possession here. And we can ask Nick Hibbard down there with our amazing photography if you got a good pick of that, because ain't nobody really knows what happened up here in the stands. Nice pass inbounds to Simpson, spin off glass and good for his second basket on the evening. 24-33 now, Cougars lead. Hensley penetrating off to Brummett. Brummett penetrates and off to Adderley. Adderley with the dunk.
Can't leave him with any step anywhere. Timeout on the floor. Make your next event unforgettable with Sassy Spoon Catering. We specialize in crafting fresh, great tasting food that will delight your guests. From elegant wedding receptions to dynamic corporate events, intimate parties, and casual picnics, productive business luncheons, Sassy Spoon Catering has the perfect menu to elevate your occasion. Let us handle the food so you can focus on the fun. Call Sassy Spoon Catering today and taste the difference. Tired of battling weeds and growing grass? Provo Lawn Service is here to tackle your yard so you can relax and enjoy it. We offer expert mowing, trimming, edging, hedge trimming, and even specialized yard treatments to keep your lawn looking the absolute best. Promo Lawn Service, your lawn's MVP. Call today for a free quote. Experience the difference. We are now 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go until halftime. Somerset Christian absolutely feeling it. 35-24. Lead is now 11 points.
Excellent high school basketball game, Robert. You got the Cougars who are hungry. You got the Warriors who currently have the driver's seat in the 48th district. Cougars want to challenge that, and challenging that they very much are at the moment, up by 11. And Adderley with his, am I right, second dunk on this early game. Simpson in the post, going to make a move on Adderley, and he trips and slips on the floor and may have turned his ankle. Kind of trying to watch that. Turnover Southwestern. And Jarrett Simpson in a little bit of pain.
Yeah, he's coming up. He's feeling it.
Simpson is a very nice post player. I mentioned before we went on the air, it is hard to defend him because he is so quick. He's got some moves. He knows where he's at. He's got good floor sense. Got a nice game.
Over biting his shirt. I'm sure he's feeling that right now. But as the game picks up, that'll loosen up. He's just really going to feel it at halftime.
Hensley going to bring it across the half-court stripe. Dumford being up on Isaiah Hensley. Brummett. Brummett's going to penetrate and stop and pop. And good drop. Elijah Brummett having a nice night. 11 points on the evening for Elijah Brummett. Feed the post to Simpson. Simpson going to work. Off the glass and good. 6 point on the evening for Jarrett Simpson. Hensley barking out the call. Over to Baker. Baker drives and gets called for the charge. And that's a big call because that is 2 on Jack Baker.
He probably would have got that until he lowered his shoulder, and that's what the referee's telling him. That call probably would have been his all the way, but that shoulder got him.
Caleb Ship checking in. And Jonas Gallagher taking a seat. Hudson taking a seat, and Markham checking back in. We got Dunford, Ship, Simpson, Markham, and Stevenson for the Warriors. Ship bringing across the half-court stripe. Dunford. Simpson looking inside. Out to Simpson. Dunford. Markham gives a shot fake, and Garrett Simpson with the ball. Ankle looks fine. Penetrates, head fakes, up and under, and no good. Ball's off of Caleb Ship, going to go to the Cougars. Jonas Gallagher's checking in for Caleb Ship. I think this is an offense-defense substitution for Coach Jaron Dunbar. Jack Baker going to bring it up. Baker to Hensley. Trying to trap Hensley over to Baker. Baker's got him. Baker for 3.
My goodness. That's 5 for 5, ladies and gentlemen.
Special talent is the junior Jack Baker. Hensley shows on Dunford. Dunford tries to penetrate. Stops and goes up and good for 2.
That's just a very athletic play.
Yeah, Dunford's super athletic. Hard to defend him one-on-one. Southwestern trails by 12, 40-28. Cougars lead here in the Cougar Den. And Markham may got away with the hand check right there. Hensley getting the call from his coach. Dunford being screened by Brummett. Hensley off to Adderley. Adderley spins and over to Hensley. Hensley shows fake. Now we got a Simpson on Hensley. Hensley wants to do one-on-one. Goes and fadeaway jumper. Good.
Wow. When you're feeling it, you're just feeling it.
42-28 advantage Cougars. Dunford all the way to the basket. It's going to get called. Someone fouled him. The question is who.
Sure they're not going to give it to Adderley. Nope.
It's going to be 23 Hensley.
That's his 3rd.
And that's not good because that's 3 on Hensley. It's the team 4th. And Coach Gover's gears are turning over there. Got to keep his troops on the floor. Markham back to Dunford. Dunford jumps and misses. Gavin Lewis rebounds, and Simpson picks up that foul. His first, team 5th. So Lewis is going to go shoot a couple charity stripe shots. And I love it. The Cougars over there giving Hensley some dap up on that fadeaway jumper. Hey, he deserves it. That was a nice shot. Degree of difficulty was there.
Did you just say dap?
Dap.
Dap.
Misses the free throws. Gavin Lewis.
In the presence of greatness, Pat, and I didn't even know it.
You're too kind. Caleb Ship checking in. Jonas Gallagher taking a seat. Gavin Lewis' second attempt on the way. Good. 43-28 advantage Cougars. Big 15-point lead in the first half. This is Coach Al Gover. Got to be pleased with your team's performance early. Ship over to Markham. Markham looks. Bad pass is stolen. So turnover Warriors.
That's going to be the shoulder. It's the shoulder. He's arguing it, but the shoulder is going to get you every single time.
That's only 2 on Brummett, but that's 5. But that's a player control foul, so he won't be shooting. And Stevenson's going to come out of the game. And Aiden Webb back in.
Somerset Christian fans do not like the call, but I can tell you that you're going to get called for that when you lower a shoulder every single time.
It's perception, right?
100%. And you're right there in front of the official.
Official calls what they see. And Ship is going to hold, looks like, for the last shot. Over to Markham, back to Ship. Ship is going to turn it over. And Jack Baker has the ball, and he stops and pops, and halftime, 43-28, Cougars, the Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Not everybody qualifies for a traditional mortgage. That's why the secondary market exists. It's there for down payment assistance, low down, no down payments, closing cost assistance, grant programs. Typically, there's no local point of contact for a secondary market loan. We're changing that whole process. That way, there's someone here to guide you through from application to clear to close and everything in between.
Best things in life never change. They just get better, like Hardee's Original Bag. Back and better than ever. Just $5.99. Mix and match any 2 full-size favorites. A juicy charbroiled double cheeseburger, melty hot ham and cheese sandwich, or crispy hand-breaded chicken tender wrap. Any 2 plus fries and a drink, all just $5.99. Hardee's Original Bag, loaded with handcrafted goodness. It's the greatest meal deal for your buck.
It's a great time to get your new F-150 at Alton Blakely Ford. The Ford F-150 redefines working remotely. There's a desk inside the cab, a tailgate work surface out back, and available Pro Power onboard to plug in what you need. Tough this smart can only be called F-150. And right now, get a no-charge leather package upgrade on every purchase of an F-150 XLT at Alton Blakely Ford.
Rick Barker, Godby Realty and Auctions, names you know, names you can trust. Real estate and auction services for family, commercial, residential, and personal. Godby Realty and Auction has 49 years experience in real estate and auction business. We're ready to put that to work for you. Go online at godbyrealty.com for more information. Keeping stats and the correct score is important for players, coaches, and fans. The same can be said about keeping your taxes and finances in order. For over 26 years, Randall D. Turpin CPA is doing just that. If accounting is not your thing, then let the pros at Randall D. Turpin CPA do it for you. Proud sponsor of the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard, located on Parkers Mill Road in Somerset. We are now at halftime, and Somerset Christian is shooting the lights out. Therefore, the big lead of 15 points, 43-28.
Yeah, I haven't kept shot percentages. That'd be really tough in a game like we've got here. Somerset Christian School has made 3 threes in the first quarter, 4 threes in the third quarter. So that's 7, and I know they've not missed more than 2, maybe 3. So if they miss 3, that's 70% from behind the arc. That is unreal. That's inhuman. And Coach Al Gover has got his troops fired up. We said in the lead-in this was a game that meant a lot to both squads. In this first half, Somerset Christian School has showed you what it means to them.
Go ahead.
They have just been motivated. And to be honest with you, Southwestern has got a warrior-sized performance from Aiden Webb, who averages 2.5 and have 14 at the half. If it weren't for Aiden Webb's performance, Southwestern would be in more trouble than they are, and they're already in pretty significant trouble.
A lot of the shots that Southwest, they've got plenty of shots at basket. They just haven't got a lot of things to fall. We've had, I don't know how many, 2 or 3 of those shots that just, they did everything go down.
Yeah.
And then we've had a lot of good shots on that side of the basket. It's just, either it's an unfortunate bounce or just really good defense that you're seeing from Somerset Christian. Southwestern playing really well. It's just you are going to have a really hard time with what you just said when a team shoots as hot as Somerset Christian.
Well, and in addition to the 3-point shooting, you've got some matchup problems for Somerset Christian because they have so much team speed. Elijah Brummett, I run down scoring in the first half. Elijah Brummett at the half has 11 points. He averages 9 on the season, so he's already above his average. Nolan Mattingly has 3, already above his average. Brayley Adderley has 4. He averages 14. Gavin Lewis has 1, right at his average. Jack Baker with 15 on 5 threes. He averages 16, but he's well on his way to surpass his average. And then Isaiah Hensley with 9. He averages 15. And so for Southwestern, the scoring breaks down like this. Zach Hutchinson has 1, averages 16 points a game. Zach Hutchinson got in early foul trouble, spent most of the first half on the bench. 7 points from Antoine Dunford. He's right at half his average, averages about 14 points a game. Aiden Webb, 14, already mentioned how he's exceeded his average. Jarrett Simpson was 6, a little over half the way to his average. Southwestern has got to figure out a way to get some points on the board. Brayley Adderley has done an excellent job rebounding the basketball, as well as Hensley. And they've limited the Southwestern usually to one shot, two at the most. And Somerset Christian has just been motivated, and the shots are dropping.
Yeah,
if the shots continue to drop,
it's going to be a long night.
It's going to be a long night for Southwestern.
Yeah, that's right. And that's not much you can do anything about it. Had Jack Baker hit that last three-point shot at the buzzer, the roof would have come off of this place. And I don't know. I'm not saying you can't recover from 18 points. We see it all the time. But if you have that and you get anything to start the second half, I think it's not going to make it for an easy kind of comeback at 15 points, much less had that shot fallen and you get anything to start the second half.
Well, now I didn't do the homework on the previous matchup. I know Wyatt Stevenson for Southwestern is a tremendous defender. Wyatt Stevenson drew the
early
assignment.
Foul trouble.
Well, he drew the assignment of Jack Baker. I don't have Stevenson with any fouls, but Jack Baker with screens, and if you just give him an inch,
right,
and he was dropping bottom. This should just been a game where the Cougars got hot, they stayed hot, and so for Southwestern, they've got to bounce back. If you're Somerset Christian, you got to take care of the ball, and maybe most importantly, watch the fouls, because you got some guys in some foul trouble. I got Hensley with 3, Baker with 2, Mattingly with 2, and Brummett with 2. They can't afford to have those starters on the sideline because they don't go super deep on the bench. Southwestern doesn't go tremendously deep either, but they certainly go deeper than the Cougars.
Yeah, they really do. And I've been really impressed with what Somerset Christian, especially the turnaround Al Gover's made in just a short amount of time, being able to come in here and be super competitive. We are now about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go until we start the second half of play. I don't know what kind of adjustments you make, but the one thing that Southwestern cannot do is they can't have number one Zach Hutchinson come out here and pick up an early third foul.
Right.
And if you get him involved into the game, I think the complexity of the game changes for everything.
Well, and Hutchinson's hard to defend.
Right.
He can penetrate to the basket. When you penetrate to the basket, you pick up fouls, and that's something that Somerset Christian can't afford to do. If he does that, Somerset Christian maybe give him some extra space because avoid the foul. We're going to see how we respond, how Somerset Christian comes out and tries to maintain the lead, and how Southwestern responds. 48th District is tight. The Wayne County game with Somerset Christian was similar. They had a big lead early, and Wayne County coming back late. We'll see how this one turns out. It has been a good one. It's going to continue to be a good one.
And we're going to step away right now for a few short sponsorship messages.
Here at Citizens National Bank, we still take pride in treating each and every customer like we would want to be treated. Our employees are here to help you navigate the confusing lending process and determine which type of home loan best suits you. Schedule an appointment today. We have highly qualified loan officers ready to serve you.
Out here in the real world, we've spent too much time waiting around and wondering if we'll ever get to be what we really want to be. Now it's time to move forward, and with a little help from Somerset Community College, you can finish that degree or start a whole new life as an IT VIP, a healthcare hero, and more. In less time and for less money than you think. The time is now. The place is here. Never underestimate you.
Best things in life never change. They just get better, like Hardee's Original Bag. Back and better than ever. Just $5.99. Mix and match any 2 full-size favorites. A juicy charbroiled double cheeseburger, melty hot ham and cheese sandwich, or crispy hand-breaded chicken tender wrap. Any 2 plus fries and a drink, all just $5.99. Hardee's Original Bag. Loaded with handcrafted goodness. It's the greatest meal deal for your buck.
We're back here at the Cougar Den. 1 minute to go until second half action, and Somerset Christian with a 15-point lead. And Jack Baker, 5 out of 5. His only miss from behind the arc was really at the buzzer. I'm going to kind of give him a pass on that.
Yeah,
because he didn't have time to really get set like he did the previous 5 attempts.
Yeah,
the young man shoots 50% from behind the arc, which is insane. And then to add on that 5 out of 6. You'll take that.
Yeah, you'll take that every day. We want to be sure to watch the next Wings and Rings video game of the week on Lake Cumberland Sports. Check our website, lakecumberlandsports.com, for the full Wings and Rings broadcast schedule. Wings created your way, always fresh and never frozen burgers. A big thank you to Don Franklin Family of Dealerships Kentucky for being the official photography sponsor of Lake Cumberland Sports. At Don Franklin, they work daily to provide their customers with the best possible experience. You can visit any one of their 5 Somerset locations or go on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset Family of Dealerships. They treat you like family.
Southwestern averaging 65 points a game, averages giving up 61. Somerset Christian averaging 67 points a game, defensively giving up 56. Right now, the way the halftime score and the averages look up, certainly advantage Cougars. Starters back on the floor for both teams. Brummett, Webb defending Brummett, and crossover and penetrate.
Oh,
nice
my
pass.
goodness. That got a top. Yeah, it's going to be a jump ball. That was a beautiful pass. Great defensive play caused the jump ball.
Well, and that was Hutchinson on that. If that had been a foul,
I know.
that had been 3 on him. So that's an asterisk play right there.
Yeah, you'll take it. That's one of those. No. Okay, I'll take it.
Hutchinson to Simpson. Back to Hutchinson. Over to Stevenson. Hutchinson looks. Trying to get the ball into Dunford. There the ball goes. Dunford. If a block is the call on
Mattingly, and he's on the ground. He is not having that one.
Yeah.
That's going to be his 4th.
The home crowd was wanting to charge on Dunford.
No, he said his 3rd. I thought it was his 4th. So I thought he went to the bench for 3 in the first half.
Mattingly picks up his 3rd. First in the 3rd quarter. Webb with the ball in the corner to Dunford. Webb feeds Hutchinson. Block from Adderley. So we mentioned we have athletes iron tonight. Baker with the 3-point basket, and that one's going to hit the support, and it's going to go to Southwestern. That's unfortunate because Adderley had the rebound, but not going to matter because it hits the band from the goal. So tough bounce if you're Coach Gover. Not much you can do about that.
Jack Baker not happy with that shot falling. Young man, you are still 5 for 7.
Yeah, he's getting the room to shoot it is the challenge. Webb with the 3-point attempt. No good. Adderley and Simpson are tied up. It's got to be a travel on Simpson as he falls to the ground with the ball. So travel call. 6 turnover on the evening for the Warriors. 3 to the Cougars thus far. Hensley is going to bring it across half court. Dunford waiting to defend Hensley. Over to Mattingly. Mattingly trying to create a little bit of space to Brummett. Hensley. Hensley crosses him over. Back to Adderley. Adderley gets by Simpson and goes in. Is going to get the foul from somebody.
Just not sure who they're going to give it on. Looks like
that's going to be to Hutchinson's 3rd.
I'm not really sure that even if I'm Hutchinson that I like that call.
Adderley is going to go to the charity stripe. He has not attempted a free throw yet this evening.
I was really expecting that call to go against 24, Jarrett Simpson. I think he was too. He was searching after the call was made.
Now, they may be changing the call, so you got a couple official. Nope, they're not changing anything. Yeah, Zach's asking for some clarification. He doesn't think it's against him. Again, I'm not mad at anybody who does think that. But I mean, you're right. That was tight. Could have went either way. Adderley does convert the 2nd free throw. Extends the lead of the Cougars. Webb sets the offense over to Stevenson, to Simpson. Webb feeds the post and turns the ball over as Dunford can't handle it. And Adderley with the ball in the post, and he's going to get it turned over. Dunford with the steal. Dunford tries to get the ball to Simpson, but heads-up play by Mattingly and his athleticism to break up the pass. One thing about the Cougars, man, they can run, and they got speed, team speed. Post.
Oh, my goodness.
And Adderley with the block. Handful of blocks already for Adderley. Baker up to Brummett. Brummett to Adderley. And ball's going to go out of bounds to the Cougars. Animated fans that either agree or disagree on either side of the aisle. Hensley he's going to try to challenge Dunford. And going to get a block call on Dunford. His first, team second.
If you're Hensley, you got to be careful with that one too, because you are trying to establish position, but you're still lowering your shoulder.
And he has 3.
That's right.
Yeah.
I get challenging it, but
Mattingly. Back to Hensley. Baker. It's going to be a foul on Stevenson. His first, team third. And that was vicious. It's a screen that Stevenson just ran right through. And then Adderley, honestly, was trying to
establish position.
Yeah.
You got to be careful because that's going to be a frustration foul down here.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, Adderley probably wanting to have the back of his teammate. Give a little back of that from that last foul.
That's probably true.
So, hey, it's all good. Adderley has 2. No danger. And we're going to play on. Webb. Looks. Stevenson. Back to Webb. Over to Hutchinson. He's going to pull the trigger from behind the arc. And good. (44-31). Leads 13 to the Cougars. Hensley. To Mattingly. Mattingly penetrates and Dunford steals the ball.
They're going to get Mattingly for a reach foul.
Get a little chippy.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. I wouldn't let it get too chippy. I would probably, if I'm Al Gover, I'm probably rallying the troops right here.
And that's 4 on Mattingly, according to my count. 3rd team foul. And T.W. Sears, assistant coach, giving Mattingly a talk over there on the bench, and he's played great. Mattingly's played a nice game. Webb with the ball. Baker on the defensive. Webb screen play. Webb stops, pops, and
good
bank shot.
The banks have been open between both these games.
National bank shot from Aiden Webb. 11-point lead to the Cougars. Brummett picks up his dribble and realizes he shouldn't have.
Call
timeout. 4:12 left on the clock in the third. 44-33. Cougars lead on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
The Rex Restaurant in Nancy is the finest farm-to-table, made-from-scratch food in Pulaski County. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. The Rex, where we feed you good and we treat you right. Keeping stats and the correct score is important to players, coaches, and fans. The same can be said about keeping your taxes and finances in order. For over 26 years, Randall D. Turpin CPA has been doing just that. If accounting is not your thing, let the pros at Randall D. Turpin CPA do it for you. Proud sponsor of the Randall D. Turpin scoreboard, located on Parkers Mill Road in Somerset. Say a big thank you to Don Franklin, Somerset Family Dealerships, Kentucky, for being the official photography sponsor of Lake Cumberland Sports. At Don Franklin, they work daily to provide their customers with the best possible experience. You can visit any one of their 5 Somerset locations or go on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset Family Dealerships, where they treat you like family. Speaking of photography, you're down there on the end zone, give Nick Hibbert a little pat on the back, give him a high five.
He's the man.
I'm just jealous that he still has his hair after all these years.
Oh, his hair, he's
magnificent,
looking
right?
better as he gets older, man. He's taking some vitamins or something.
I don't know what it is. He found the fountain of youth on that one.
Yeah, he takes excellent pictures, and he's pretty good dude to boot.
Yeah, it's about the only thing I don't like him for. Everything else I'm fine with, but
a friend of mine used to say, Robert, jealousy's not a good color on you.
It's not. I mean, I wasn't Burt Reynolds when I had hair, but I still wish I had it.
Brummett with the ball. Webb on the defense. And Webb lucky enough to pick up a foul probably there. And feed the post Adderley. Adderley travels with the ball.
He was juggling the ball. I'm not sure he ever really had possession to call the walk, but he's going to get it.
5 turnovers on the evening for the Cougars, 7 for the Warriors. Webb looks to set it up offensively for Southwestern. Dunbar looks on. Webb calls for the ball back. Simpson in the post wants it. Hutchinson with it on the wing. Webb penetrates, stops, pops from behind the arc. No good. Simpson with the offensive rebound. Adderley with the defensive rebound. Over to Hensley, and he's going to push the thing across the half-court stripe. Southwestern all over Hensley. Adderley with the ball. And Brummett with the ball. Dribbles. Brummett can really handle the basketball. And he's quick as a cat. Brummett stops, pops from the free throw line. No good. Adderley with the offensive rebound. Over to Baker. Baker with the Willy Wonka golden ticket shoes, and he's been hot as fire. We got a timeout. Al Gover, 30-second version. That's their 3rd timeout, so they got 2 left. Ron Shaw Realtor timeout here on Lake Cumberland Sports. Somerset Christian leads 44-33 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
That was probably the right call. Looked like Somerset Christian was doing everything to keep the ball in play. They just weren't getting anything going towards the basket. Good rally cry right here, because really, if you're Somerset Christian, you can't come away on this possession with points, because if you don't get anything for the first time in a hot minute, Southwestern's threatening to get this thing in single digits.
And let's remember, Somerset Christian short a double-digit scorer in Omari Harvey that couldn't go.
Right.
And so they have just played. I've been really impressed with the game they put together. Southwestern battling back, and you got Mattingly on the bench with the 4 fouls. Gavin Lewis is on the floor. Lewis, Baker, Brummett, Hensley, and Adderley for the homestanding Cougars on the floor. Uh-oh. But he's quick, folks. He'll get it. All right, Brummett with the ball. Webb giving chase. Brummett stops and behind the back dribble. Penetrates over to Lewis. To Baker. Baker has a second, and he misses the 3. And Dunford with the rebound. Pick your person. That's going to be on Gavin Lewis with the foul, his first, team 4th.
At this point, Jack Baker's he's trying to force it. He needs to be able to set his feet and make shots. I think he wants that basket to fall more than it's.
Aiden Simpson from 3. Drops it. He does have that in his arsenal.
So now Southwestern starting to get that momentum, because we now are in the single digits.
Elijah Brummett across the half-court stripe. Aiden Webb, who has played excellent tonight on defense. Dunford on Hensley. And Baker with the ball. Stevenson harassing Baker. That's his job. Hensley. Over to Brummett. To Gavin Lewis. Over to Hensley. Hensley shows shot fake. Directs traffic. Over to Baker. Hensley. No shot clock in high school, so you can take as long as you want. Hensley. Drives, and Simpson blocks the shot.
Southwestern crowd starting to get into it. That's also double trouble if you're Somerset Christian. You do not want the crowd in it.
Battle of 9-14. We got about, 3 miles at most separating these 2 schools. So, while it's a road game, not much of one. Hensley on the inbound. Going to go back to Brummett. Webb on defense. Brummett with the stop, pop off the glass, and good. 46-36, lead is 10. Dunford drives. I don't think that's going to be on Adderley. I think they're going to get the body on Lewis is what I think they're going to call.
Yeah, they called it on 11.
Yeah, 11 has the foul, so his second, team 5th. Adderley had a nice block. Adderley, again, the athleticism is just impressive. Dunford going to go to the charity stripe for 2. First one good. 8 points on the evening. Gallagher going to check in for Coach Dunbar's Warriors. Not sure who he's spelling. Well, he's set to check in, not just yet. Dunford's second free throw. Awaits. And that one's off, and Lewis with the rebound. 46-37, the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Hensley blows past Dunford, off to Adderley. Adderley goes up. Webb with the block from behind. Hensley out to Baker. From three, bang!
The feet were square.
Baker's 6 3-pointer on the night. Webb penetrates, rebound to Brummett. And Brummett with the left hand, and he's going to push things. He is quick. He stops, back out to Hensley. Hensley slows things down. Lewis with the screen. And Hensley over to Adderley. Adderley with the dunk!
Almost a turnover. You let the Somerset Christian crowd get right back into it, y'all.
Gallagher checking in for Zach Hutchinson, and that is the third dunk from Bradley Adderley.
And you don't see really that many dunks in high school level basketball to get 3 in one game. Pretty impressive.
100%. And Adderley's work on the boards has been phenomenal as well. It's going to be tough picking a Cougar for player of the game because we got a couple, several solid candidates. Webb with the ball. Webb backing it out. 15 seconds on the clock. They're going to hold it for the last shot. Webb's going to pull it from behind the arc, and it's going to miss everything. Brummett up to Baker. Baker stops, pops, and drops! Holy smoke! Holy smoke!
That'll do it. We'll be right back after this message.
At Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale, and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Here to come in 17500, here to come in 175.2. I-200 town, down and here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we've been successfully selling the country since 1965. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Give us a call or visit us online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
We are here to start fourth quarter action. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are not watching, you are missing an absolute performance by young Jack Baker. This young man is on fire. 7 for 10 from 3, and nothing as good as that last one.
Wow. I mean, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it. I have no idea what a record would be for made in a game. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But all I know is he is feeling it tonight. Brummett with the ball, and you're down to quarter 4. Southwestern's got some ground to pick up, down 17 in the fourth. More importantly, Coach Al Gover's team did not get in foul trouble in that third quarter. Baker to Adderley. Adderley stops, pops, and drops. Extends the lead, 19-point lead for the Cougars. Hutchinson with the ball over to Markham into Simpson. Simpson spins and hits 2. Simpson's got a really nice game in the post. Hensley, full court press now from the Warriors, as the Warriors got to go fast. Hensley beats that pressure. Again, he's quick. Hensley's just going to dribble exhibition. He's a nice ball player. Averages 15 points a game. He stops, he shoots. Blocked by Simpson. Simpson's going to push the fair and take it in and miss it.
Oh, I think you're going to get a foul.
But he's going to pick up a foul on somebody.
Not really a foul. Now, Adderley's got a complaint on that one.
Foul on Adderley, his third, team first in the fourth. Simpson's going to go to the charity stripe. Cougars don't like it, but the Cougars have a comfortable lead. Need to, I guess, tether the emotions a little bit because they're in good shape. But I'm not a therapist. Jarrett Simpson with the first basket good. I know who does have therapists. Intrust Healthcare Council.
Well played, sir. Well played. Kelly Lloyd be proud of that one.
It was kind of an alley-oop. I did an alley on that. I just dumped it. And the second one's off, and offensive rebound by Hutchinson. And Gavin Lewis with the big boy block. Antoine Dunford picks up his second foul, team first in the fourth.
I don't know that wasn't a give me one back foul.
Full court press from the Warriors as, again, time is not their friend. If you're the Cougars, the clock is your friend. You want it ticking. Pass over the press. Hensley takes to the basket, scores the basket and the foul. Isaiah Hensley with the hoop and the harm. Caleb Shipp is going to pick up his first, team at second. And Isaiah Hensley walks to the charity stripe.
Definitely how you beat the press. One cut, one step in, one outlet pass, one man to beat.
Free throw short. Shipp with the rebound. Shipp head up looking for a Warrior. Dunford with the ball. Simpson calling for it. Dunford spins and goes and drops that one for two.
It's really hard to stop that.
And Coach Dunbar is going to call a timeout. His first on the evening. 6:41 on the clock. Somerset Christian leads 58-42 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Dr. Jesse Pace and Dr. Patrick Jenkins at Lake Cumberland Orthopedics, sports medicine for athletes of all levels, from the weekend warrior to the professional. At Lake Cumberland Orthopedics, our goal is to get each patient back to the highest level of physical activity possible. We are proud to support local athletics by serving as team physician for Lindsey Wilson College, Southwestern, Somerset, Pulaski, Wayne County High Schools, and other athletes throughout the Lake Cumberland region. Stressed, anxious, depressed at Intrust Healthcare Counseling Service. We get services started today. Intrust offers you the flexibility, providing you with counseling services in their office, on the phone, or through your computer. Give them a call at 606-676-0638 or visit the website at intrust-healthcare.com. At Intrust, your mental health matters. 6 minutes, 41 seconds left to go in regulation. Somerset Christian holds on to a lead, 58-42 over Southwestern.
Been a heck of a game, Robert Reed. It's been fun. I know it's going to get, when this thing wraps up, we're going to be rushed. I just want to say it's been a lot of fun working with you.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been a crazy good game. We thought it would be, exceeded expectations.
We needed the energy from this game. We definitely did.
Oh, yeah.
And, I remember we went on the road one time and called a game with me and Chris Staten over in Williamsburg and sat in the crowd, and I loved every minute of it. This is a real treat, you all.
Hensley off to Brummett. Shipp, they're trying to steal the ball. They'll start fouling, I think, soon. Is Southwestern. Brummett with the ball into Adderley. Adderley says, nope, clock is needing a tick. That's discipline. Brummett over to Adderley. Back to Brummett. And to Lewis. Lewis says, I'll take that one. That's taking what the defense gives you.
Exercise great patience.
Dunford with the penetration, and the shot rims out. Adderley with another rebound, and Antoine Dunford's going to get the foul. His third, team third. Adderley, I don't know how many rebounds he has, but it's a baker's dozen at least, I think. Somebody knows. That person's not me. Lewis. Off to Brummett. And Brummett's going to go. He is so fast. Off to Adderley. Adderley gets blocked. Lewis with the rebound and follow. Simpson with the rebound. I think Dover wanting to use a little more clock there, but Shipp and Hutchinson. Simpson calling for the ball. He wants it. Simpson gets it. Turns and fires and drops that. 60-44 now, 16-point advantage to the Cougars. Southwestern trying to claw back. Brummett. They're going to get a foul on Caleb Shipp, his second, team fourth. Stevenson checking in the ball game. Caleb Shipp checking out. It's been a game where the three-point basket factored in huge. And Jack Baker just having a night. Don't know what his season high on threes made in the game.
It's got to be it, right?
Sitting at 7 right now. Baker to Brummett. Killer Bees. Brummett behind the back. To Hensley. Again, Hensley is so fast. Hensley stops.
Maybe got away with the
and
walk.
got tied up. And Brummett is going to get checked by Wyatt Stevenson, and they're going to be that's the 5th foul. So Brummett's going to go to the charity stripe. Not something you want to do, like if this becomes a free throw shooting contest.
No.
Somerset Christian does a pretty good job from the line. I'll pull that out here. Brummett shoots 80% from the line. Baker right at 90%. And Adderley almost 75, and Isaiah Hensley 70. I mean, as a team, they shoot 72. Pretty good. First one from Brummett is good. Second one good. 62-44. Hutchinson, uncontested three in the corner, bottom.
Can't leave him that wide open. Young man averages that many points, 16 points a game. You can't leave him open for anything, that's for sure.
They got somebody, I'm not sure which one. Number 3, Stevenson.
Probably the right call. As you're trying to make a curl, there was a little bit of a leg stuck out. Again, you're gonna give free points. You don't really want that.
I think Hensley.
That's the last 2 free throws he shot. Just dead leg short.
Hensley 70% from the charity stripe. First one misses. Second one bottom. Hutchinson from behind. Adderley with the block. Brummett changes gears, downshifts, and backs things up. Adderley trying to tie him up. And Al Gover
got a timeout.
Uses a timeout. The Ron Shaw Realtor timeout here on Lake Cumberland Sports.
Rick Barker, Godby Realty and Auction, names you know, names you can trust. Real estate and auction services for farm, commercial, residential, personal. Godby Realty and Auction is 49 years in the real estate and auction business, so we're going to put that to work for you. Go online at godbyrealty.com for more information. Woo! Man, we've had a game.
It's been a great game. 63-47. Cougars lead by 16 points. The tension in the crowd doesn't feel like the lead's that big.
No.
Southwestern trying to claw back. If it gets it, like I said, in a foul shooting contest, Somerset Christian School shoots the foul shot very well, 72% as a team. There's really not a whole lot of options, but they're going to have to just do what they got to do to try to get possessions. But this has been a great performance from Coach Al Gover's Cougars.
It has been a lot of patience being exuded in this last quarter of play, but I've been really impressed on what this team's been able to do, putting something together, especially with Omari Harvey on the sidelines for this game. Like, I really thought going into it, seeing him over on the sidelines in street clothes, I thought, man, that's going to could be in for a long night. They didn't believe it.
No, he averages 10 points a game, and you got 63 on the board right now, and they average 67. Southwestern only gives up on the season 61, so they've surpassed that. Been the Cougars' night tonight. Hensley into Brummett. Webb deflects the ball, but back to the Cougars. Lewis, Mattingly, Brummett, and Adderley, 4 seniors on this squad, I might add.
Ooh, that was close. That's going to be a turnover.
Yep.
Yeah. There might have been some contact, but he did dribble it off his foot. Contact could have gone either way. Sometimes I like it when 50-50 goes to the defender.
6th turnover on the night for the Cougars. Adam Markham's going to check in, and Wyatt Stevenson checking out. Webb over to Hutchinson's going to pull the trigger from behind the arc and bottom.
He's had himself a pretty productive second half.
His 3rd three-pointer in the second half. Baker gets past Webb and back to Brummett.
You better watch it.
What happened?
Got a technical on Algover, but I'm not real sure why he's fired up. Like the foul went on Southwestern.
So they got a foul on Dumford, his 4th. And I think we got a foul on Hensley or Brummett. Brummett's pretty animated, so I'm not sure. And then we know we got Gover with the technical. I'm still not sure who the other personal foul was on Somerset Christian. I'm trying to watch the scoreboard.
I'm trying just to figure out.
Elijah Brummett had his 3rd. That's what it is.
So they called the foul on him then. Just a player control foul.
Well, so that's going to put, by my count, if you count the technical, Somerset Christian now has 4 team fouls. And I don't know whose ball because you had a lot going on. I guess there's going to be some technical free throws. Brummett's going to shoot.
So we getting. So did we get a technical on Dumford? That's what I want to know.
No, technical was on Algover.
Okay, but
I think
we're shooting down here.
Well,
so the only thing I can figure is there was a lot of body. He still got the foul, so it's an uncontested because they should get technical shots down here on the other end. Okay, so these should be the technical shots for the technical foul on the coach, and then it should be Southwestern ball.
I'm glad you're breaking that down because
I'm trying to follow it. Listen, I'm probably kind of pulling it out of my rear end because I'm not real sure.
Webb's first free throw is good. Second free throw from the sophomore Aiden Webb. No good.
Oh, okay, so now they're calling 2 more shots. So I don't even really know, y'all.
First free throw attempt from Hutchinson, no good. Second one from Zach Hutchinson on the way. Good.
Okay, now Southwestern ball.
65-52, 13-point game. So game is far from over. 3:53 on the clock here in the 4th. Southwestern ball. They're telling Algover he's got to sit down because he got the technical. Al doesn't look none too happy, but he's a veteran. He knows how it works. I like that. Adam Markham with the ball. He gets stolen by Brummett.
Listen. I want to make a comment. It's going to be nice today.
Brummett gets the layup and the foul, so the and one opportunity. He's already in the fourth quarter, 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. Make it 5 for 5. 68-52. Hutchinson with the three-point shot, no good. Dunford with the rebound. Dunford's going to go out to Markham from 3. Off Simpson with the offensive board and putback for the 2. 68-54, 14-point lead, 3:29 remaining in the fourth quarter. Somerset Christian leads by 14 on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
So sometimes in games like this, like I'm still trying to process the call down here on the other end. All that being said, I don't think Aiden Webb created a foul there, and I was kind of expecting Coach Dunbar to lose his mind. So that's why I just kept sitting back. I was like, you're a better man than I am, Gungadine, because I would have unloaded.
It's so hard to tell. I mean, from this vantage point, they did call the foul. So what I assume the official saw is, I guess he felt like maybe Webb was kind of undercutting him on the layup attempt.
Maybe. That's a good guess.
My vantage point is not able to really give an educated guess.
Sometimes
that's the best I got.
Sometimes I go with emotion over intelligence. Well, most of the time I go with emotion over intelligence. Okay, I'm not intelligent. Let me just say the right thing. I don't know. I think you swallow a whistle on that one. The turnover was there. The points were scored. I just think it deflates the player sometimes. I don't know. Like you said, I'm going to go with the fact that I couldn't see it.
It's hard. Somerset Christian ball.
This young man got his popcorn. He is not about to move.
He knows.
Look at him. He's looking like,
get your popcorn ready.
I got a popcorn and a hot dog. Leave me alone.
Baker is going to inbound the ball under the Warrior basket. Into Brummett. And foul on Antoine Dunford. His 5th foul, and he's done for the night.
Okay, that's a tough loss for Southwestern. That's his 5th.
I don't think Dunford realizes he's done because...
No, he's like, come on now, he just got it. And I hate that for that young man. He's played super, super well.
Oh, he's a gamer.
Athleticism to burn on that young man.
Oh, yeah. Stevenson checks in due to the Dunford disqualification via fouls. And Brummett, making a living from the charity stripe here in the fourth quarter, drops another one. The official's going to have a conversation. I'm not sure who called the timeout.
I'm not sure either. Oh, could they get a timeout for the disqualification? So
maybe you
get 30 seconds, make proper substitution. So it's kind of like getting a free timeout.
Well, the timeout count should be Cougars should have 1 remaining, and Southwestern should have 4 remaining by my count. And if they take them all, we're going to have a rather lengthy fourth quarter here.
Yeah.
We'll get through it. But
3.5 minutes.
Just bear with us. It's been a good one.
It has been a good one.
Brummett's going to walk to the charity stripe to finish his opportunities. His second of 2. Currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 6 here in the fourth quarter from the charity stripe.
Wow.
Markham checking in for Jonas Gallagher. Brummett, second attempt, bottom. 70 points on the board for the Cougars. Simpson hesitation. Ball's going to stay with the Warriors.
I do like the sportsmanship on number 10, Brayley Adderley, just coming over there to pick up. teammate from the other side. Like, it's just it's kind of nice to see that kind of thing. Like, you don't see it as often as I want to see it sometimes. A lot of times you'll leave the opponent sitting on the ground and walk away. But he's done that quite a few times tonight. I can appreciate that. Going to have to sign up a few kids to do some ball boy duties out here. Just get out here and get the towel on the floor.
Maybe that guy with the popcorn, that was his job.
Yeah.
He's taking a break.
Go get him. Go get him back out the crowd.
Hutchinson going to inbound the ball under his basket. Down 16, Southwestern got the sense of urgency. Stevenson, shot fake, penetrates, and going to go up, off glass and good for his first 2 on the evening. Averages 11 points a game. Not Harvey, but Adderley is going to throw the ball off of Simpson. My apologies to Brayley Adderley.
It's all right. I couldn't think of his name a minute ago, looking right at him.
He's played phenomenal.
He really has.
He's did work on the glass on both ends of the floor. Baker on the inbound to Hensley. Hensley's going to get fouled by Webb, and that's Webb's 4th foul. Fouls are piling up against the Warriors. And Hensley's going to step to the cherry stripe, and guess what? He shoots pretty well from the cherry stripe on the season as well. Well, 70%. Tonight, he is 2 out of 4. Make that 2 out of 5. I jinxed him. I'm sorry, sir. Second attempt from Hensley, good.
When he sets his feet, lowers his body, free throws are always better. He just doesn't really always do it the first time.
Simpson going to go from behind the arc. Miss. Hutchinson with the offensive rebound. Aiden Webb, shot fake, out to Hutchinson. To Simpson. Hutchinson. Over to Stevenson, who drives and goes up, and Simpson with the offensive board. And he's going to get fouled, I believe, by Gavin Lewis. That is the call. Gavin Lewis is 3rd, team 5th, by my count. It's not going to matter. Even if it says 4, the next one's going to be 2 anyway, because that was a shooting foul. Simpson at the line, shooting 2. First one is no good. Second attempt on the way. No good. Burma with the rebound.
Oh, no. That's intentional. Listen, you can't unexplain that. That's not even just a push. I don't want to call that, but I think you kind of have to.
But he's not the guy you want to send to the stripe, because Rummett's been a bucket from the free throw line.
Who'd they call that on?
Caden Campbell, 32. And I jinxed the young man again. I've got to stop.
That's all right. He's not going to mind that one, especially if he hits the next.
Misses them both. Webb pushes it up floor. Hutchinson drives the ball out to Stevenson. Stevenson drives and misses. Foul's going to go against Gavin Lewis. That's his 4th. And it's going to have been 2 regardless, as both teams now are in the bonus.
It's a learning process. You got to put your hands up, not out.
Stevenson, his first free throws on the evening. First one's good. Gallagher checking in. Caden Campbell checking out. Lewis checking out for the Cougars, and Mattingly with those 4 fouls checking back in. And second attempt from Stevenson off iron. No good. Hensley hesitation. Back to Brummett. And Webb with the foul. That's going to be the end of Webb's night.
He's had himself a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, he really has. So Aiden Webb's night is done. Going to end his night with 17 points, averages 2.5. So he's had a nice night. Brummett has missed his last 3.
That's crazy. He couldn't miss one, missed the last 3.
He made his first 7 in this quarter and missed his last 3. Lead still 14 for the Cougars at 71-57. And that was dropped. 72-57. 15-point lead. Ship looking for a teammate. Pass to Hutchinson on the penetration move. Stops, pops, misses. Hensley tips it to Brummett. Brummett up to Mattingly. Mattingly slows it up. And Caden Campbell with the steal. Hutchinson's going to push it and stop and shoot the long 3. Good. That's his third 3-pointer in the fourth quarter. 72-60 is now the lead. 12-point lead. Hang on there, folks. I mean, this one's not over yet.
Zach Hutchinson trying to shoot you back into this ball game. He's had himself a well of a second half. You kind of wonder what this game would be like had he not been in foul trouble in the first.
Zach has 4 threes in the second half alone. He had 1 point at halftime. He's got 13 in the second half, almost right at his average. And we're at a Ron Shaw Realtor timeout here on Lake Cumberland Sports. And again, been a great game. We suspected it would be. Somerset Christian School came out hot as fire. Jack Baker with 7 3-point shots. They really haven't needed a 3 at this point in the game. I don't anticipate seeing another one. The charity stripe is where the Cougars are going to live this one the rest of the way through. And if they can convert, it's going to be their ball game. But look for more fouls for Southwestern, certainly pressure. And we've had 2 Warriors foul out, and my guess is we'll have at least 2 more for the night's over.
Getting pretty close on both sides. We got players on both sides right now walking out here with 3 and 4 fouls apiece. Still got 1 minute, 46 seconds left to go in regulation. Somerset Christian with a 12-point lead, but you got to convert if you got somebody like Zach Hutchinson shooting as well as he's playing.
A lot of effort left on the floor tonight from both teams. Brummett. That ball's deflected off of Hutchinson. Going to stay with the Cougars. Hensley got bumped and letting the official know. Hensley under his basket. Inbounds the ball to Brummett. Brummett changes direction, back to Hensley. Hensley beats the press. Their MO is just to milk the clock right now. Foul going to be on Jarrett Simpson. His second.
I think Jarrett Simpson's ankle is still bothering him. I've seen him grimace quite a few times since he went down earlier in the game.
That was early, too.
It was. Played well through it, but you can tell it's been a problem.
Wow. 73-60. Another free throw coming for Elijah Brummett. Good. 74-60. Three-point basket from Hutchinson, good. His 4th in the quarter, 5th on the game.
The young man's got a nice stroke, does he not?
Yeah, and he's He's a big. It's this new age bigs that can shoot the three, and he can penetrate the ball. He's a problem defensively for anybody that matches up against Zach Hutchinson. The issue for Southwestern, and you mentioned just a second ago, he goes on the bench with 2 fouls early, kind of changes the complexity of the game for Southwestern. Been a phenomenal contest. I've got Brummett. He shot 13 free throws already in the fourth quarter.
He's missed 4 of them, 3 of them.
He's missed 3. 11 out of 14 in the quarter alone.
So out of the timeout to the inbound play, you kind of know who's going to probably get their hands on the ball. It's going to be really tough to give somebody one particular player, any kind of player of the game recognition tonight, really for either team, because I've got a lot of people I could make a strong argument for.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a tough, hard-fought battle on both ends. Hensley into Brummett. Brummett's going to get fouled by Gallagher. Gallagher's second. And Brummett's going to go shoot 2 more.
Using Gallagher's quickness to just be able to wrangle in those fouls and give them away. Don't put them on anybody else.
Good.
Going to get a lot of defensive offensive substitution. I don't think Gallagher needs to go too far down the bench. Probably needs to go back up there next to Coach.
Understood. Both of those converted on from Elijah Brummett, 76-63. Chip penetrates. Back out to Hutchinson from 3.
Good. Got 2 men on fire tonight. 76-66 and under a minute. Hensley inbound to Baker. Baker back to Hensley. Hensley's going to get across, almost get across half-court stripe, but he gets fouled by Stevenson, his 4th. Hutchinson now has 5 threes in the quarter, up to 6 on the game. I think Jack Baker took somebody's knee to the side of his. He's feeling it.
Hensley converts his first free throw attempt.
Going to have to ice that one, young man.
Second one good. 78-66. Adam Markham shows shot and then takes the shot and it's going to hit the support. Going to go back to Somerset Christian School. Gallagher checking in, Markham checking out. Hensley inbound under his own basket. Into Baker. He gets fouled, no call. And Hensley gets fouled. Chip's third. And Hensley's now going to go back to the line. Hensley has been to the free throw line then 7 times already in the fourth quarter. This is going to be 8 and 9. Good. Good. 80-66 the lead on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. Advantage Cougars. Hutchinson. Drive and off glass, and Adderley going to get the foul. He knew it. Adderley's 4th foul. And Hutchinson's going to go to charity stripe. The deficit's insurmountable at this point. But you got to admire the fight and certainly the offensive explosion that Hutchinson's displayed here late in this one. Off. Adderley with the rebound. Well, Hensley with the lead.
Now you're just going to back it off. Smart play. 22 seconds. Just back up. Let it play out. No cheap fouls. Like I said, no cheap fouls. Don't stop the clock. Add to the total.
Cougars. No, this one's in the books. Cade Hudson checking in. Zach Hutchinson taking a seat. And what's been a phenomenal offensive night in his attempt to bring the Warriors back. Gallagher with the rebound. Over to Hudson. Over to Stevenson from three. No good. Campbell with the putback.
That'll do it. Your score, Somerset Christian 81, Southwestern Warriors 68. We'll be right back after these messages.
At Toyota of Somerset, we're known for great service before and after the sale and so much more. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been supporting our local communities. And we sell and service what a number of different rating services call the most fuel-efficient, dependable, and safe vehicles on the road. Toyota. Toyota of Somerset, South Highway 27 Somerset, and online at toyotaofsomerset.com. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Here to come in 175 here to come in 175 2. I 200 down and here to come in a quarter.
Like successful sports programs, putting together a successful auction takes a lot of planning, organization, attention to detail, and teamwork. And you need dedicated and committed people pulling together. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we've been successfully selling the country since 1965. Ford Brothers Auctioneers. Give us a call or visit us online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we're selling the country.
Wait a minute.
I want to welcome everybody back to the Cougar Den. Game has actually gone final. Tonight, Somerset Christian Cougars come out on top, 81-68 over the Southwestern Warriors. Got a lot of people here in the stands that are celebrating as Cool in the Gang plays in the background. It's been a phenomenal night. We want to thank everybody who came out to support both teams. We also want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in to tonight's coverage. Right now, we're getting ready to tally up some final totals, and I'll switch it back over to Michael Gregg.
All right, we'll start with the Southwestern Warriors, who dropped this one 81-68. Southwestern's going to fall to 3-2 in district play, while Somerset Christian's going to jump to 3-2 in district play. Scoring tonight, Zach Hutchinson, 20 points for the lead Southwestern. Wyatt Stevenson has 3. Antoine Dumford has 10. Aiden Webb has 17. Jarrett Simpson with 16. And Caden Campbell with 2. For Al Gover, Somerset Christian School Cougars, the scoring breakdown goes like this. Elijah Brummett has 27. Nolan Mattingly has 3. Brayley Adderley has 9. Gavin Lewis has 3. Jack Baker has 21 on 7 3-point shots. Isaiah Hensley has 18. Folks, tonight, Somerset Christian School came to play. I'm not saying Southwestern didn't, but the shots were falling. It was the Cougars' night pretty much from the jump.
Yeah.
And to me, that half-court shot from Jack Baker was the momentum boost that, quite frankly, the Warriors just couldn't overcome.
Yeah, and that young man has played lights out. We were talking right before we came back on the air after the commercial break. We were trying to narrow it down for some players of the game. First, before we do anything else, our broadcast got caught a little short in the girls' game. We want to make sure to award the player of the game to Marley Durham, who had herself an excellent game. She had 20 points. What a wonderful discovery that they made here at Somerset Christian School, and the future is bright for that girls program. So when we go into tonight's coverage of the boys game, let's start on the Southwestern side. A lot of young men played very well. We talked about Zach Hutchinson keeping everybody into this game. Had it not been for his late game heroics, the score is probably who knows what.
Yep.
Antoine Dumford's got all kinds of athleticism to burn, and that young man was hard to stop. Of course, he fouled out of the contest. But we decided to go to Aiden Webb because that young man played lights out, especially at the start of the game. And I don't think that if he shows up that you have the kind of night that you got tonight either.
Yeah, he had 14 at the half, certainly played well above his average, so I have no complaints about giving him our Somerset Community College Player of the Game for Southwestern.
I think we can make a lot of debates on the Somerset Christian side too, like Ethan Brummett shooting all those free throws towards the end of the game. Elijah Brummett. We had number 10, Braylee Adderley, whose defensive presence, rebounding presence,
block shots,
like just 3 dunks in a game that you just never really see at the high school level.
Right.
But really, I think we'd be doing Jack Baker a disservice if we didn't give that young man the play. I mean, at one point he was 4 for 4. The 5th shot could have went in right at the end of the second half, but the half-court shot, man, I think we'll be talking about that for a while because that was just some kind of